Don't get me wrong.
But the times that we have to wait to see a specialist are sincerely ridiculous. Finally, after 2 years of waiting, but I was told that I needed to wait for over a month to begin my rehabilitation. So I made the decision to cross the border into Mexico, and in Tijuana I found a specialist without having to make an appointment. I went to his clinic, and in 45 minutes I was being taken care of, and my rehabilitation had begun. My question to you is, what is your plan to improve the medical system?
And now, you have to decide, what is she going to say? Is she gonna blame Trump? Be unburdened for what has been? I'm a middle-class citizen. Or will she say, next answer? And if you're right or wrong, remember to like the video, comment, and let's see what the answer is going to be.
Look, I come from the middle class. My mother was a working woman who raised me and my sister. My mother was able to finally, she saved up to be able to afford to buy a home by the time I was a teenager.
You can't fix this and be like, I empathize with you.
Is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
Very simple, Obama. You were charming, just like her, but you were way more consistent with your word. And surprise, surprise, her attitude sometimes reminds black men of certain negative traits they have seen in people. And that is a lack of consistency in the way that she speaks.
So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly. When you have a choice that is this clear, somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles, pain, and joy that comes from those experiences.
This is literally progressive race-hatred politics, and I don't like that at all.
Listen to what he says. My entire life. And I'm starting to think like, man, everybody in my hometown is still poor. Yeah. Man, all the black neighborhoods are still poor. They all go to schools, and we've been voted Democratic for 59 years. I've been on the earth.
You've been voting Democrat for 59 years, and they cheated every year on you, and you still live in the same house, and you still defend the person with empty promises? Maybe that party ain't that democratic.
Just gonna be honest with you guys, I'm finding it real damn hard to grasp how anybody can defend Kamala Harris. The fact that there are mamas writing the names of their babies on their stomachs right now in case they go missing during this hurricane, and she is on a TV show cracking open beers with the TV host, and y'all want to defend this? I have absolutely no words. There are people out there that are writing the names of their own children on their bodies, and she's cracking open beers. Is this not resonating with anybody? For the love of God, wake up.
The people that don't know, why are they writing the names? Well, in case if the hurricane takes you away and they find your body, they're like, oh, you're this person, you have this, baby. Yeah. That's what happens when you avoided all interviews, and then suddenly you realize I need to interview because people are calling me out, and you have to decide between an interview and a hurricane. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer feeds a chips to a begging liberal podcaster on her knees in an effort to get more votes for Kamala Harris and Tim Walsh. Why does it have to be sexual? I don't know. Okay.
We also know the more our workforce resembles the nation we serve, the better that we will serve it. We are adapting our recruiting efforts to reach individuals from underrepresented communities by partnering with organizations like historically black colleges and universities and other minority-serving institutions.
That is a female administrator, and I don't understand why you need other colors to help other people. I just thought you need more professional people to help people. That's like me saying I only want to go to Burger King because there's more black people. I'm like, what? It makes no sense. The whole idea that only my skin color can help me better, that seems rather racist. Imagine if white people say I want white people to help me. Isn't that racist? That's what you taught me.
Today I have a presentation on dynasties. But I refuse to talk about the ancient history and drama. That's just the patriarchy. Instead, I'm going to talk about a dynasty that I actually look up to. An all-women dynasty. Women of color. Gay women. Women who fight for social justice. Women with a jump shot. A dynasty that makes your favorite men's basketball, football, and baseball teams look like amateurs.
I was rocking with it until you had to go dump on men. Oh, shit. Again.
A dynasty with fire braids, a dynasty with sick style, a dynasty with crazy dimes. A dynasty that makes Alexander the Great look like Alexander the okay.
Oh, name calling, body shaming. You still use the dress that you copied from the Viking. Isn't that culture appropriation?
A dynasty that's been reigning for the past 25 years. It's undefeated since '96. The USA basketball women's national team, 7-time consecutive gold medalist. And most importantly, women that make it possible for girls like me to feel like they can be a part of whatever dynasty they want. The greatest dynasty ever.
The greatest dynasty ever. Subsidized by the greatest dynasty of men.
Okay, no hard feelings, but I hate you. Not joking. Bye.
Watch that stupid View where you have these really dumb people. You know, Whoopi Goldberg said, would you participate in a movie? She made some movie on basketball. This was before I ran for politics. She said, oh, you're so great. If you ever ran for president, you'd win. Politics can do strange things to demented people. Now, I've hired Whoopi to work for me as a comedian before this stuff, and a long time ago. And I went. And, you know, I'm not particularly shy about what I hear. Her mouth was so foul. She was so filthy dirty, disgusting. Half the place left. I said I'd never hire her again.
Well, thank you for watching. Yeah. As it turns out, I was filthy. I was filthy. And stand on that fact. I have always been filthy. And you knew that when you hired me. I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground. Exactly. But, does that? You know, listen, how dumb are you? You hired me 4 times. You can go to William Morris and get the things, because I know you all are going to be looking for it. So talk to William Morris. You hired me 4 times, and you didn't know what you were getting? How dumb are you?
If somebody has a foul mouth and I invite them to my house party, I hope they're not a very foul-mouthed person. But if I stop inviting them, I hope they don't call me racist.
Victim of crime, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? The only question I ever ask is, are you okay? And sadly, we have seen over the last 2 weeks since Hurricane Helene.
And the only thing I want to ask, is that a teleprompter? Are you going to fire the guy that did not remove the text on time? Are you going to fire the cameraman that showed the text? Was that the black woman?
So you were never supposed to know that Kamala was this bad because Trump is supposed to be dead and she wasn't supposed to have to do all of these interviews. I don't think that people understand what was supposed to happen. You have to understand that they have already tried to kill this man twice. They did not want this man to be the nominee for president. They certainly do not want him back in the White House. So the plan was to kill him. To probably, install Nikki Haley as a Republican nominee. She had the second most delegates, right? And it was supposed to be between Haley and Kamala Harris, and Kamala wouldn't have had to do all of these interviews that she's been doing. She's been on this media blitz. So now a lot of people that did not know how stupid she was before, like a lot of people that did not know that this person cannot talk, can barely articulate a thought, like a lot of people that didn't know this are now discovering this. And so her campaign's in free fall, and she's likely going to lose. But like I said, you weren't supposed to know that Kamala Harris was this bad, this stupid, this empty, because Trump was supposed to be dead, and she wasn't going to have to do all of these interviews that have exposed her to be the absolute moron that she is.
And I'm going to use a strategy. Be careful how you talk about this person, because that might mean you're homophobic.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durlo, que ta verde, ta welcome.